You know the drill. Trailer traveling. Hey, Gord. Happy Friday. Traveling Robert, Ileana Sanchez, Alma Morales, and fellow Pelican heads from Ottawa for our last night before heading to Arizona. Oh, man, Arizona. Arizona is calling. Arizona is. Man, it's going to be. Are you sure you want to go to Arizona in July? It's going to be hot out there, man.
Today we're in the desert, getting our first taste of the American Southwest. We're going to include stops at the Hoover Dam, Grand Canyon, Antelope Canyon, Horseshoe Bend, Bryce National Park, and Zion National Park, all in 4 days. If you'd like a copy of our crazy 4-day itinerary, I will leave a link down below for our Road Trippers public site where you can see our itinerary. If you want to use Road Trippers to plan your trips and as a roading service, I'll leave a link down below for that as well. You can get $5 off your road pass. So let's hit the road. What an adventure.
Trying to follow the orange, but also trying not to hit the wall. Yeah. And trying not to drive off the road on the other side.
Don't think it's possible to see 3 national parks in 4 days, plus everything that's in between? Join us, we'll show you how it's done. It wasn't super well marked, but we are on our way to the shuttle to the rental cars. It's 99 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning. Vegas is hot.
All of these places I've been, they don't feel like forever. But each step I'm taking, it seems like I'm finding myself. But I'd take it all and I'd give it to somebody else. 'Cause none of that means much. A little love would be.
Hi.
Any guns or drones?
No.
Stay to the left. Have a good day.
The Hoover Dam is very important infrastructure, both as a hydroelectric dam as well as water for the surrounding states, so security is a little tight. Here to the right is the parking lot to access the Michael Callaghan and Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. There's a lot of stairs and it's much too hot. Besides, we haven't got the time today.
All of my love and you give it right back. I could fly, I could fall, I know you got my back. Never thought I would find someone to love like that.
Let's drive across to get our bearings before parking.
I like that way we laugh till we cry to keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I
We were led to believe parking on the Arizona side was free, but parking everywhere is $10, and it's so hot we really don't want to walk very much. So we're just going to use the multi-level parking.
the night ends, baby, we can sleep in. Wait until the morning, kiss you on the cheek, and baby, that's a reflex.
There are stairs to get down to the dam, but let's take the elevator.
I thought the love was just a lie, a way to feel an unrealistic high. We get our fix, but never satisfied.
They also offer tours if you want to go inside the dam. A power plant tour for $15 and a guided tour for $30, but we're just going to see the dam today. That's a long way down. 726 feet, in fact. Here's another look at the Michael Callaghan and Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. The view must be spectacular from up there. The Hoover Dam is named after Herbert Clark Hoover, 31st President of the United States. And although we couldn't find an official marking, the Arizona-Nevada border is right in the middle of the dam. The clocks here also show the time difference between the two time zones between Arizona and Nevada. Currently, with daylight savings time, they are showing the same time.
Like that, like that, like that. I like that. We laugh till we cry. Keep
The winged figures of the Republic are sentries at the entrance to Hoover Dam, part angel, part symbol of the strength of man. They are the work of a sculptor named Oscar J.W. Hansen, a Norwegian immigrant who came to the United States after some time in the Merchant Marines.
in our bed. Office till the night ends, baby, we can sleep in. Wait until the morning, kiss you on the cheek. And baby, that's a reflex. Oh,
Look at those boats way down there.
the love is just a lie, a way to feel an unrealistic high. We get our fix, but never satisfied.
It would be pretty neat to bring our trailer over the dam someday.
Give you all of my love.
One more crossing before heading back into the desert.
I could fall, I know you got my back. Never thought I would find someone to love like that. Like that, like that. I like that. We laugh till we cry to keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I would find someone to love like that. Like that, like that. I like weekends, never leaving our bed. Office
Say goodbye to the visitor center
can sleep in.
and the parking garage with its restaurant and gift shop.
Chicken, baby, that's a reflex.
Such a marvel of engineering.
Oh, I thought the love was just a lie, a way to feel an unrealistic high. We get our fix, but never
To drive through the rocks here to get back to the highway is incredible.
give you all of my love, and you give it right back. I could fly, I could fall.
And in case you were wondering, here's the view driving across the Michael Callaghan-Pat Tillman Memorial Bridge. I guess they block it off to prevent people from slowing down or stopping along the highway.
We laugh till we cry, keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I would find someone to love like.
Today we are riding on Route 66 from Kingman, Arizona to Williams. Welcome to Kingman, Arizona. We wanted to go to the visitor center, but it's already closed. And a photo with the sign would be nice, but that car's already been here for a while and there's 2 more cars waiting. I guess that's the end of our time in Kingman. Let's drive deeper into the desert. This is Gigantic Headicus. Giganticus Headicus. Let's have a look around. Lots of interesting stuff here. Is that a dust devil? I've never seen one. Don't pet the fluffy cactus. Paparazzi's out in the road. This telephone booth might be the oldest thing here. So if you see it, let us know that you've seen it. Take a picture and tag us on Instagram. Old Doc has seen better days. Time for another stop, this time at the Hackberry General Store. Look at this, it's 104 degrees in the shade. Let's cool off inside. This place has everything, including a ton of clothing. and an old soda fountain, or maybe it was a bar. Hey, that's the same fabric KYD had in the bird.
We're going to share with you our route.
But we're not going to give you any hints at all.
I've sat in that seat when I went to the RV Hall of Fame. I'll leave a link for that video here. And here are the Aubrey Cliffs in the distance. And Chino Point, just before pulling into Seligman. One thing I'm starting to realize is that Route 66 has a lot of old cars. And a lot of quirky little shops that are all selling the same souvenirs. Well, that seems accurate. Hey, maybe we should try some Route 66 soda. If you didn't know, Seligman is the birthplace of Route 66. Guess where we are? So this is apparently the world's biggest Route 66 sign. So we're going to do a picture here. We have our Route 66 sodas. So let's take some photos. I'll put those in the video here. "2026 marks the 100th anniversary of Route 66. So Glen and I have decided that we are going to do the entire Route 66 with the trailer in 2026. So stick around for that.
Cheers.
Oh, am I supposed to do cheers too?
Yeah, it would have been cute if you would have done it.
Cheers. We are quickly running out of daylight. This place is a little over the top and there's no video allowed inside, so let's keep moving. And here is the sign, birthplace of Route 66. Wow, we are losing light fast. We're gonna jump back on I-40 to save some time. But soon the sunset is upon us. And it's dusk as we roll into Williams, Arizona, the gateway to the Grand Canyon. It's nice to see all of this lit up at night. And there is a map of the Mother Road. Look at that amazing desert sunset. Route 66 vendors have really taken to the Disney Cars theme. Williams is a very active little town. There's people everywhere. We'll have to come back sometime to partake in the nightlife. And we are once again on the road, driving into the night until we reach our final destination for the day, the Red Feather Lodge in Tucson. See you in the morning. We are off to an early start from the Red Feather Lodge in Tucson. We have only a half day to see as much of the south rim of the Grand Canyon as we can. I want to buy an America the Beautiful pass, but there's no one in the booth this early, so my only option is a day pass. We'll pick one up on the way out. There's also a shuttle available, but we're here early enough to find parking. And it's 6 a.m. and we are at the Grand Canyon. And it's already hot. Well, we've kind of done a few national parks before, but this is really our first big one. This mosaic represents all the tribes that called this land their home. Wow, check it out. You can see all the way to Cedar Ridge from here. Breakfast with a view. That's a long way down.
Wow.
And he spells your name right, that's why I paid. What kind of tree is this? If you know, leave a comment below. Welcome to Mather Point, named for Stephen Mather, the first director of the National Park Service. He laid the foundation of the Park Service, defining and establishing the policies under which its area shall be developed and conserved, unimpaired for future generations. The camera just can't capture the depth and beauty of this place. Well, I highly recommend coming first thing in the morning because it's 7 o'clock. The visitor center isn't open yet, but there's nobody here. There's absolutely nobody here. What a treat watching the flag being raised over a national park. Let's get back on the road. The parking lots are still almost empty as we make our way to Wahweap Point. The traffic is starting to pick up now as we start heading east on Desert View Drive. That almost looks like a pyramid.
Okay, time to go.
Well, don't you want to see the Grand Canyon?
Okay, let's go.
Don't you want to look at the Grand Canyon?
I guess it does kind of look like a duck. Look at the river way down there. There are many of these little pullouts along the way, and you can get surprisingly close to the edge at a lot of them. Unfortunately, we only have a half day to spend here, so we won't get to all of them, but we'll be back. Morin Point is the site of an old mine, and it's a great place to take a few steps down from the rim to check out the view. And there's the Desert Watchtower. We'll be there soon. The Tusian Museum was built in 1928, and it's closed today. So part of our visit to the Grand Canyon, we're at the Tusian Ruins. The Tusian Ruins is an 800-year-old Pueblo Indian site found on the Desert View portion of Arizona State Route 64. The site consists of a small U-shaped pueblo featuring a living area, storage rooms, and a kiva, which was a space used for rites and political meetings. Recognized as a National Historic Landmark, the Watchtower was constructed in 1932. The tower is 70 feet high and has 4 stories.
Memories, and I can blow them to smithereens, but the ashes would fall and they'd recollect a figure. And I can feel her breathing now, and I'm inside my head and I think that.
But the views from this easternmost point of the Grand Canyon are spectacular. But it is a long wait to get in, and at 100 degrees today, I'm sure it's like an oven in there.
Well, we're leaving the Desert View Tower. We just don't have time to wait in line. And it's packed and it's hot. And that doesn't look like someplace I want to go when it's this hot anyways. So it's about 100 degrees. So anyways, off to our next stop.
Let's stop by the East Entrance Station and ask about that America the Beautiful pass.
Through the winter.
You guys want to do, or did you want to do the lifetime, or did you want to do the year senior pass?
Lifetime is the same as 80?
Yeah, the lifetime's 80, the year is 20. Really the only benefit about the year is it's always upgradable.
Well, my father-in-law wanted a lifetime seniors pass, but because we're not U.S. residents, the only option available to us is the regular annual pass. That's okay, we'll make good use of it.
Make it through the winter.
Wait a minute, I never passed without a passing lane. What's going on? How did we get here? I don't have great footage of what happened, but to find out why we're in such a hurry, we're going to have to backtrack a bit. Well, the audio from the dash cam was so bad I thought maybe I'd just jump in here and fill you in on what was going on. As we're heading east down 89, or towards Highway 89, all of our phones jumped ahead an hour. Now, I checked and double checked the time zones and where we were going. We had reservations. We had a timed reservation for Antelope Canyon. Now, the GPS said that we were going to arrive 5 minutes before the time we were supposed to head into the desert, and the website clearly said that we were to be there 45 minutes before. So instead of this being a picturesque drive up Highway 89 between the Grand Canyon and Page, it ended up being a white knuckle mad dash to try and make our reservation on time. So we didn't stop anywhere. I had checked and double checked my time zones, and I was certain that I had this timed properly. What I forgot while we were driving was that parts of Arizona does not observe daylight savings time. So when we got to Antelope Canyon, we had almost an hour to kill. So we ended up eating lunch in the parking lot. I thought that I had recorded everything. I thought that I had talked about it, but I guess I didn't hit record on the camera. Not the first time I've done that. Now, in fairness, the entire time that we were in Page, I had no idea what time it was. We had 2 phones that were on daylight savings time and 2 phones that weren't, and I really didn't know what time it was most of the time. And you can kind of see that theme throughout the video. We didn't know what time we were supposed to be at Horseshoe Bend for sunset because we didn't know what time sunset was. So anyways, Glen took some amazing footage driving down Highway 89 while I was scrambling and panicking to get to Antelope Canyon. So let's go back to the video and enjoy some of that footage before heading into the desert. Man, I wish I had our trailer here. From here we can see Antelope Pass far below. Unfortunately, we don't have time to stop at the Vista Point and take in the views. But the view from the road is pretty spectacular. We've made it to Page, but at this point we still don't know if we'll make our reservation. Fingers crossed.
One hour later.
The road is a little rough and dusty. And it's hot, but so far this is pretty amazing. And before long, we're here, Upper Antelope Canyon. Upper and Lower Antelope Canyon both offer a unique experience, but Upper Antelope is where some of the most famous photos come from. The Lower Canyon presents more of a physical challenge with stairs and ladders, so we chose Upper Canyon, even though it was almost 3 times the price. One of the guides played a traditional Navajo song on a flute, which really added to our experience.
storm that we have, okay?
Our guide Arlie did a fantastic job explaining how the canyon was formed.
Behind us, and it's gonna basically solidify. And my hand is gonna act as an erosion, okay? Wind. See there, right?
Oof.
It's already becoming a big plate. And we have the sand coming in, bringing in, adding more solidification. And if you're able to, you can actually pick it up.
Wow.
And it's a big plate, okay? Sometimes it breaks when I put it down, but I'll try. Oh, there it goes. Oh no! Okay. But this area right here is going to act as the hairline that I mentioned earlier, back in 200 million years ago, okay? And we'll have more rain flow coming in, and that's how you're going to get the creation of the slot canyons. See there? And it's just going to keep doing that over and over and over again, and that's how the canyon was created. And even if you went close, you can see the canyons are forming on the sides.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is basically a demonstration of 200 million years down to less than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Nice, huh?
The guides say that that's a forest fire just south of Bryce Canyon.
In Wisconsin, where my childhood was found. I've been told
Oh, wildlife. Well, cows are wildlife, aren't they?
about getting out of town, or out to the mountain
All right, back to the trucks.
where I can put my anchor down. Gonna get out of town.
Did I mention it's a rough ride?
I'm going crazy.
We were supposed to go out for dinner, but after the stressful drive to Page, the walk in the desert, and the intense heat, we're just going to check into our hotel and regroup before our next outing. Like many towns in the western United States, Page has a mountain monogram. There are approximately 500 of these geoglyphs around the west, ranging in size from a few feet to hundreds of feet tall. And way off in the distance, we can see Tower Butte, barely visible through the smoke. Yeah, there's a forest fire right where we're going tomorrow. There are some paddle boards way down there. The rocks here look like they're from another world.
I don't know if we lucked out or if we didn't luck out, because there's a fire burning just south of Bryce, and it's either going to be the best sunset or a lousy sunset. I think it's going to be awesome.
Some people like to get uncomfortably close to the edge.
He's definitely too close to the edge.
With a baby?
The little lizard.
It said 7:50, but it's 8:10 already. It's not down. So.
As you can hear, my time confusion continues. I really have no idea what time it is. The Glen Canyon is filling with smoke from the fire near Bryce National Park, over 50 miles away. there's still lots of people out there. Look at these rock formations. Wow, something is going on. Oh no, it looks like someone got T-boned pulling out of the parking lot. The air ambulance is here, that can't be a good sign. I sure hope everyone is okay. We may be here for a while. It's going to take an hour to get traffic running smooth again. I guess we'll see you tomorrow. If you're wondering how we got to the American Southwest and where the trailer is, or if you're new here, catch up on the entire adventure in the playlist link in the top right corner, or click on the link in the description below.
Good morning from Page, Arizona. Our first stop today, get a better look at it from the overview, is the Glen Canyon Dam just outside of Page. So we're here at about 7:30. The visitor center only opens at 9, so we're just stopping to check things out on our way out of Page. We've got a long day in the car, so let's get going. If you can't win the lottery for the wave, this is like the next best thing. This is a new wave just outside of Page, so we're going to hike this for a little bit. The road isn't too bad. We couldn't find any information online about the road, but it's gravel about halfway. The rest of the way it's red sand, so we're not even going to try that. This is not marked, but it looks pretty easy, so we'll see how we do.
We're scaling rocks to get up, but overall this is a pretty easy climb. Just look at this place. This place doesn't look real. If you want to know how this sandstone was formed, watch our video from Antelope Canyon where our Navajo guide uses red sand in a water bottle to show the process. Layer upon layer of red windswept rock.
You can see there's a loop trail here from the Beehive campground, and All Trails says it's about an hour and a half, I think. I'll double check it. I'll put the information down below. But from where we went, we got to the top in 10 minutes. So that's all that we have time for. We don't have time to do the entire loop. And you can do the half loop and just come to the wave. Would have been better at golden hour because I can't imagine what the light is like here, but it's wild. Highly recommend. I might just say that this is the best kept secret in Page, maybe in all of Arizona, because we saw one person was leaving when we got here and we only ran into one other couple up there. You can park along the side here. There's one parking back there, but I mean, this is absolutely incredible. And it's free. There's boondocking. There's a small campsite just off the 89. You can see the cars on the highway from on the wave.
And here's the campground. It's primitive, not even trash, and it's $14 a night. But it's right off the highway. Not far down the road is Wahweap Overlook, part of the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area.
Maybe it's for a reason.
We stopped at the Wahweap Overlook, or Wahweap Scenic View, which is a view of the entire Glen Canyon Recreation Area from up on top. You can see the marina from here, as well as the campground, and then you can see the dam at the other end, and you can see a good part of Lake Powell. And it's 2 seconds off the highway.
What a great day to be out on the water.
At this home we've made it, from sticks and stones to fall. But every night you'd say you went to hell in my embrace. But I wanna hold on to you. I wanna hold on to you.
Where's the best spot?
If you see our stickers out there on the road, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
I wanna hold on to you. Maybe we keep
Lone Rock is also part of the Glen Canyon National Recreation Area.
known to men.
The rest area is very modern and clean.
I know you love the deep end, and I love to hold yours.
So the Colorado River starts in the Rockies and comes down, okay? And it creates Lake Powell with the Glen Canyon Dam where we were. And then that comes through. The bend that we were at last night is just here. It goes all through the Grand Canyon. Creates Lake Mead behind Hoover Dam where we started. So we flew to Las Vegas. We did the Hoover Dam. We did the Grand Canyon. We came up to Page. We saw the Horseshoe Bend. We saw the Glen Canyon Dam this morning. And now we're in Utah.
See, there's one.
Yeah, there's another dam, but that's south near Yuma.
The deep end, and I love to hold your hand.
Let's drive down to the beach and check it out.
But every time you'd say that you wanted things to change, I just wanna hold on to you.
Well, I thought we were just coming for a 2-minute visit, but apparently everyone wants to touch the water. So we drove down onto the beach to Lone Rock. And we're going to go touch the water of Lake Powell.
I just wanna hold on to.
The water level here can vary dramatically. In fact, for some time in 2023, there was no water at all and you could walk right out to Lone Rock. But it seems really low compared to what we've seen on Google Maps. The beach here at Lone Rock is very popular for camping. But there aren't very many people here right now. Like Beehive Campground, this is a primitive camping area for $14 per night, but there's access to a vault toilet, potable water, and trash disposal.
Hold on to you. I wanna hold on to you.
right, let's get back on the highway. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that car is stuck over there. I'm not going to be any help in this vehicle. Too bad I don't have the truck here, I could help them out. The drive along Highway 89 is incredible. But the smoke is getting thicker the closer we get to Bryce. The red cabins on the right can only mean one thing. We are in Kanab. Kanab was founded in 1870, but it's best known as Little Hollywood due to its history as a filming location for many movies and television series, most of those being westerns. Cast and crew often stayed in the town and traveled to sets in the surrounding desert. And some of those sets have been brought here. Little Hollywood Land Museum, Trading Post, and Chuck Wagon Cookout, an offbeat museum featuring iconic movie sets and Hollywood memorabilia.
Howdy, man. You like that?
Do you like that one? Huh?
I don't think I'm quite that cowboy hat kind of guy.
Second over that.
No.
There's some nice one here.
Hey, that looks
Oh,
good.
my dad looks good in a hat.
Yeah.
Toi, c'est beau, Dad.
Ouais.
Oui. Chapeau, ça fait très bien.
This cabin was used as the background for Kenny Loggins' 1991 outdoor concert at the Grand Canyon. Unfortunately, this saloon is dry. Too bad, it's hot and I could go for a cold beer. Instead, it's got something else inside.
Oh, we found the jail.
Oh, this outhouse has 2 holes, just in case you want to go with a friend. Looks a bit drafty though. This cabin was used in the Disney film One Little Indian starring James Gardner. And here is the iconic homestead set used in Clint Eastwood's movie The Outlaw Josie Wales. This barn is also from that movie. And this windmill was used in the 1996 Kiefer Sutherland movie Truth and Consequences in New Mexico. There are so many interesting pieces of Hollywood history here. Looks like the bank is closed today. Oh, wildlife. In all honesty, inside was more of a trading post / gift shop than a museum, but the outside sets were worth the visit. There's no fee, but they do ask for a small donation for access. We had already eaten by the time we got here, so we didn't try the food, but it sure smelled good. Maybe next time. Are you new to our Southwest adventure? Dive into the full journey through the playlist link up top or down in the description below. It's midday and we're on our way to Bryce Canyon National Park. If we were going to Zion National Park, we'd be turning left here at the Chevron station. We'll be coming back this way tomorrow. The drive north along Highway 89 is beautiful.
I would up and go, I'd walk out of sight.
And before long, we are on scenic Highway 12, driving through the Red Canyon. Bryce Canyon isn't actually a canyon, but a series of natural amphitheaters carved into the edge of Paunsaugunt Plateau, containing the world's largest concentration of hoodoos, unique rock formations created by frost weathering and stream erosion.
So I promise I'll be there for you.
Bryce Canyon National Park was established in 1928, making it one of the younger national parks. It was named after Ebenezer Bryce, a Mormon settler who homesteaded in the area in the 1870s.
When you need me to, you need me to, so you.
Well, for a little taste of Bryce Canyon before you get in Bryce Canyon, stop at Fairyland, because this really gives you a preview of what is to come.
The park's distinctive red, orange, and white rock formations are composed of limestone deposited around 40 to 60 million years ago, making the landscape a geological time capsule that attracts geologists and photographers from all around the world.
Falling for you, my world turns upside down. Questions of how and would you
Let's check into the park.
you hold me in the storm.
You might remember that we got our America the Beautiful pass at the Grand Canyon.
Or did you want to do the lifetime, or did you want to do the year senior pass?
I'll leave a link to that episode above. The visitor center has a raised relief map outside, and also one inside. There is so much information about the formation of hoodoos and the grand staircase, all the way down to the Grand Canyon. The hoodoos inside here look almost real.
It's from my parents.
Thank you. Oh, no. Right on. It looks like you.
Doesn't it suit you? It looks so nice on you, Gord.
Yep, my birthday's coming up and I definitely needed a new hat. Thanks, Jean and Rochelle. Bryce Canyon Road is 17 miles long and there is no other exit. We're going right to the end and working our way back. The viewpoints are all on the east side, so it will make pulling off a lot easier. Here we see where the bridge fire was burning in 2009. It started with a lightning strike. Let's begin at Rainbow Point.
And we are at Rainbow Point. I don't think that road was what I was expecting. It was lots of curves and hills. But anyways, let's check out Rainbow Point.
The park sits at a high elevation, ranging from 8,000 feet to 9,100 feet here at Rainbow Point.
And so I promise I'll be there.
The park has a unique alpine climate that supports a diverse ecosystem, including over 100 species of birds, several species of mammals like mule deer and mountain lions, and a variety of plant life, including aspen, pine, and spruce forests.
Me too, so you won't have to stand alone. Won't have to stand alone. So you won't have to stand alone. So you won't have to stand alone.
Probably couldn't even hear anything I was saying at the other spot. There was so much wind. Anyways, Rainbow Point was very windy, a little bit smoky. We are now going to Wahweap Point, which the fire that we could see from Page last night was about 13 miles south of here. Very short walk to Wahweap Point.
Off in the distance, we can see the Deer Springs fire. This fire was human-caused, but no details have been released.
And emptiness, for I've come to bring life just for you, Take heart, even if you fall away, there's a fresh start. arms of grace, for I've come to bring hope just for you, you, you.
If you look close enough, you can see faces in the rocks.
Rest on me, for I have overcome the world, and I have overcome.
The natural beauty all around us has inspired a fellow visitor to sing. It's actually pretty good. It's amazing the damage a fire can do. The Dixie National Forest has not regrown in the 15 years since the bridge fire.
In the arms of grace, for I've come to bring hope.
Shadow of the devil.
Glenn's right. It does look like the shadow of the devil.
And the strength you need, it rests on me, for I have overcome the world.
Here we have natural bridge. The difference between a bridge and an arch is that at some time a bridge has had water running beneath it.
The world.
This looks like the Olympic torch. And this looks like a castle. Once again, we see the evidence of the bridge fire in 2009.
Brave one, you are stronger than you know. Never
A small bulldozer. I guess they must have to maintain the hiking trails here.
not alone, for I've come to bring help.
These look like windows in the cliffs at Bryce Point.
And the strength you need, it rests on me.
Just look at this place.
Overcome the world, and I have overcome the world.
And off in the distance is the town of Tropic. I wonder what it must be like having this view in your own backyard. Below are some hiking trails, but we just don't have time today. We'll have to come back.
I'm not sure if you can hear me with the wind. It is very windy here at Prairie View. But we decided to treat ourselves, and we're going to stay at Bryce tonight. We're staying at Bryce Lodge. And it's probably the most expensive hotel we've ever stayed at, but it's amazing. The good news is because we are staying there, we're staying in the park till after sunset. And when you're here late, you have the whole place to yourself. It's fantastic.
I don't wanna come on too strong, yeah. I'm always worried I'll stay too long, but what's on your mind tonight? I love it when we can laugh together. That kind of thing, it just makes me feel better. I'm gonna give this just one try. Oh, what if I told you you took my breath away?
Well, it's not exactly sunrise, but Sunrise Point might be our last stop of the night. We are going to go see the sunset at Sunset Point, because according to everybody online, that is the best spot to see the sunset. Makes sense, that's its name. We still need to go check in at the lodge, so this might be our last stop for now. Sunset isn't for another hour and a half, 2 hours, so let's go see Sunrise Point and head to the lodge.
And what if you, I wish that I could stay. Is it a mistake? Will my heart break? Or will you love when I say, what if I told you you took my breath away?
And there's Guylaine and her dad, way up there. Our original plan had us hiking the Queen's Garden Trail and climbing back up at Wall Street, but we've just run out of time. It's too late in the day to start now.
What's on your mind?
We'll have to settle for just a quick peek.
Are you feeling what I'm feeling? Or should I just let this slide? Yeah, what if I told you you took my breath away? And what if I told you I wish that I could stay? Is it a mistake? Will my heart break? Or will you love when I say, what if I told you you took my breath away? What if I told you I wish that I could stay? What if I told you you took my breath away?
Trying to park at Sunset Point at sunset is proving to be a little challenging. Look at these colors. What a place to end the day. Way down there, that looks like the Peekaboo Trail, down near the canyon floor. Sunset behind us. It's only a short drive from Sunset Point to Bryce Canyon Lodge, where we will be spending the night. It's a short hike to the rim of the canyon from here, halfway between Sunrise Point and Sunset Point. Our room was $317 for the night. A little pricey, especially with the exchange on the Canadian dollar. But you pay for the experience, right?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Tired.
Well, after checking in, we found out that the lodge is comprised of several buildings and that we will be staying in one a short drive away. Here, this one is ours. The room is rustic and beautiful. We even have a small balcony looking out into the woods. But what we don't have is air conditioning, and it is hot. Also, there are no elevators. One more trip to the truck to get our stuff, and we'll settle in for the night. See you tomorrow. The lodge at Bryce Canyon is only a few steps away from the rim trail, where we'll be taking in the sunrise. We're halfway between Sunrise Point and Sunset Point. Only a half mile separates these 2 points along the rim trail. What makes Bryce truly special is that it contains the highest concentration of hoodoos found anywhere on Earth. And there it is. These fascinating rock formations range in height from just a few feet to as tall as a 15-story building. The hoodoos formed by water seeping into cracks in the rock, freezing and then expanding. This process, combined with rainfall that dissolves the limestone, has been happening for thousands of years.
Well, good morning from Bryce National Canyon. Got to spend the night here last night at the lodge. Incidentally, there was no air conditioning. Just saying. But we don't need it this morning because it is 9 degrees Celsius, which is 44. Look at that. So we went from 108 to 44. It's quite a change. Anyways, it is time to hit the road.
Got no issues.
And here's another look at Sunset Lodge, where we stayed last night.
Into a paradise.
Second balcony.
Do a little zoom.
Right there.
Picture perfect. It don't exist. But when I
Because of its elevation, Bryce Canyon is ideal for a summer visit. It was warm and windy in the day, but cool at night and in the morning. But being the best time usually means it's the busiest time. Straight ahead is Johns Valley Road. We'll be back to take this road on an upcoming trip to Moab. The drive between Bryce Canyon National Park and the east entrance to Zion National Park is only about 90 minutes.
You got my back. Never thought I would find someone to love like that, like that, like that.
We're going to gas up here at the Mount Carmel Junction before taking Utah 9 west towards Zion.
Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I would find someone to
Here is the Get Outpost and gift shop. Looks like it's closed.
I like that. We left till we cried to keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I would find someone to love like that, like that.
Like most national parks, it's $35 per car to enter. But for $80, we purchased our annual America the Beautiful Pass that gets us into most national parks and national monuments.
Never thought I would find someone to love like that, like that, like that. I like that. We left till we cried to keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can save on gas. Never thought I would find someone.
Wow, check out the Checkerboard Mesa.
Like that. I like weekends, never leaving our bed. Office till the night ends, baby, we can sleep in. Late until the morning, kiss you on the cheek. And
Views here on Mount Carmel Highway are spectacular. This drive has to be one of the highlights of our trip, and maybe in our top 5 all-time drives.
You give it right back. I could fly, I could fall. I know you got my back. Never thought I would find someone to love like that, like that, like that. I like that. We left till we cried. Keep our love intact. Take a ride, turn them back so we can.
Parking for the Canyon Overlook Trail is here on the right. Too bad we don't have time for a hike today. This is what I really like. This 1.1 mile tunnel was completed in 1930. It was carved through solid sandstone and remains one of the longest tunnels in the U.S. park system. The tunnel was designed with windows. They provided light and ventilation during construction and were used to remove debris during construction. The tunnel was built for smaller vehicles, so going through with an RV requires the oncoming traffic to stop and give the RVs more room. The switchbacks here are located in Pine Creek Canyon, where the highway climbs from the canyon floor to the tunnel. There is an elevation change of 800 feet in just 3.5 miles. There are a lot of hiking trails right off the switchbacks here. We're traveling with Glen's parents, and with the extreme heat, hikes are simply not in the cards for us. No Angels Landing for this group. To our right is the junction for Zion Canyon Road. During the summer months, it's closed to vehicle traffic other than the park shuttles, but you can still walk it or bike it. Let's pull off here at the Zion Human History Museum. Well, the ranger inside told us that the parking at the visitor center was already full, but pro tip, you can leave your vehicle in the parking lot just below the museum and catch a shuttle from here. That's what we're going to do.
Well, welcome to Zion National Park. We found a parking at the park store because we found out that the visitor center is full, so we're getting on the shuttle here.
Zion operates a free shuttle system from March through late November to reduce traffic congestion. The park shuttle is free and runs every 10 to 15 minutes, but it is packed.
So that wasn't too bad. We're next in line, and we were in line for 15 minutes. You saw where the beginning of the line started, so it's not bad for the free shuttle. Well, the bus was pretty crowded. I held on. I had to stand up all the way, so I would have liked to have gotten some footage, but I didn't. Anyways, we've come all the way to the Temple of Sinwava, and we are going to hike to the start of the Narrows.
And even though it's hot and this is not typically peak season, there are so many people here. A permit is required from top-down hikes of the Narrows, but for bottom-up hikes starting from the Temple of Sinwava, no permit is needed. The walk to the start of the Narrows from the Temple of Sinwava is fairly flat with an elevation of only 57 feet. It's just over 2 miles round trip and takes about an hour to walk. It's suitable for families and all fitness levels, and the trail is paved and wheelchair accessible for most of the route. The river supports over 200 species of birds, 75 mammals, and 32 reptiles, but so far all we've seen is squirrels, and there are lots of them. Despite being relatively small and shallow, the Virgin River has carved Zion Canyon over millions of years, creating the iconic sheer sandstone cliffs.
Well, definitely some wet spots on the trail, a little bit of red mud, mostly trickling down from the rocks on top. But, I mean, if you're coming here, you better expect to get wet anyways.
Ideally, you should visit in the early morning or late afternoon for fewer crowds, softer lighting, and cooler temperatures. Benches and shaded spots are available along the trail for rest breaks. rocks in the river are slippery. It's a good thing we packed water shoes. The Narrows, which Riverside Walk leads to, is ranked as one of the top slot canyon hikes in the world. It's an experience where hikers wade through the Virgin River itself, surrounded by walls over 1,000 feet tall. From where we are now, the Narrows is about a 15-mile hike wading through the water. Water temperature and level vary significantly by season, but you can rent equipment like walking sticks, water shoes, and dry suits from the visitor center. But for us, this is as far as we're going. These squirrels are everywhere, especially if you're trying to have a snack. They are relentless. Many people have made their way down to the river to cool off and play in the water.
So I found this little spot before you get to the end. There's a little spot here with lots of shade. Amazing canyon views. And there's just so many less people. It's so packed over there, it's crazy. The water here is tremendous. So if you're not hiking, if you're just coming here to check things out, this is a pretty cool little spot to stop.
I was only a cup of water, maybe a vase at best. I might give you color for a month or two, then leave an empty feeling in your chest. Darling, flowers were made for the garden. I'm not quite everything you need, I beg your pardon. Nothing more than just a handful of soil. Oh girl, I'm nothing to impress. We would both run dry, then with tears in our eyes decide it's best to lay this thing to rest. Darling, flowers were made for the garden. I'm not quite everything you need, I beg your pardon. Well, I may have been a little ray of sunshine, hopefully better than the rest. Oh, but honey, you deserve the whole damn sun and every golden moment it reflects.
All right, let's take a shuttle back. This time I got a window seat.
Darling, you were made for a garden, don't settle just yet.
Time to leave. Next stop, Vegas. The visitor center is here on the left, but you can't see it from the main road, and I missed the turn. free shuttle comes all the way out of the gate to Springdale. Before long, we're leaving the red rocks of Utah and we're making our way through the deserts of Nevada. The drive from Zion National Park to Las Vegas is approximately 160 miles and takes 2.5 to 3 hours depending on traffic. The elevation drop between Zion and Vegas is about 5,000 feet, most of it here on the Veterans Memorial Highway. I love this drive through the mountains.
The fate sings softer there, humming slow, though hurry in the dark. I hear them calling when.
Before long, we're in Vegas, and we're in the Vegas traffic.
There's the sphere.
Wow.
Tickets to the Sphere experience range from $95 to $280 depending on where you sit. Maybe next time. There's an event here at the Sphere today, so there's no parking. We will have to leave the truck here by the High Roller. And here we have the High Roller, a 550-foot tall giant Ferris wheel.
Well, we're in Vegas and it's 118 degrees. I'm gonna go check out some casinos. Parking here sucks. But anyway, so we're gonna walk through. I'm gonna walk around. I know that they won't allow me to have any cameras in the casino, so I just have my phone.
Each of the 28 cabins can hold up to 40 people for a total capacity of 1,120 people when full. It takes 30 minutes to do one full rotation. Here's the iconic Flamingo Hotel. This vibrant casino has been here since 1946.
Right onto Caesar's Palace Drive.
Yep, we're going to Caesar's Palace.
Well, what happens at Caesar's Palace stays at Caesar's Palace, including a little bit of our cash. Anyway, we're gonna go check out the Venetian. Of course, they won't allow the cameras inside, so this is all you're gonna see. Somebody tossed their cookies in Glen Brickhouse.
Horsemen closing in, rumbling, roll. The wilder blows the wind into the river, raging wide. I'll stop.
The ceiling at the Venetian here looks almost real. Looks like a lot of fun. I wish we had more time. The world-famous fountains at the Bellagio are currently closed for maintenance.
And take it slow through the habits, pray through the whiskey's way you learn to grow.
We have one last Las Vegas icon here on the left for some photos. Before returning our rental and leaving the desert. If you enjoyed this video, we have many more just like it. From the Canadian Maritimes to the Pacific Coast Highway. From the Florida Keys to the Rocky Mountains of Western Canada. And everywhere in between. We want to show you that it's possible to travel to any destination without having to retire, sell your house, or hitting the road full time. Weekend warriors can see all the best sights. If you're interested, join the Trailer Tribe. The next adventure is just around the corner.